Hi, this is the next episode of Behind the Beta, and this time we have Gaku Space, the voiceover of Genji from Overwatch. So, first question, when did you first realize that you wanted to be an actor?
When I was in college, I was watching many movies. Then I saw three Denzel Washington movie. Then I got so impressed. Then I kind of started watching all of his movies. Then I realized what he has done for African American actors. That's what I want to do for Asian actors. That's why I moved here rather than start acting in Japan. So yeah. I want to open doors for Asian actors.
That's very awesome. I like that a lot.
I need a heal.
How often does Blizzard call you back to record?
Maybe once every 3 months for like seasonal stuff. And then actually last ones I didn't even get the script until I get to the recording studio. It's very confidential. And because I had a line to the Orisa and Doomfist. So, and now I can say it because Doomfist is coming up, but yeah, so that's the last one I kind of recorded.
Are you pretty much just using your natural voice when you voice Genji, or do you alter it a bit?
A little bit lower, then a little bit slower. And then they want me to put a little bit more accent, so I put a little bit more pause between the words. So, but pretty much who I am, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did you find out Blizzard was hiring for Genji, and how did you audition for the role?
I have a voiceover agent in LA, and one of the biggest. Then she called me, hey, you got audition, and I auditioned for it, but everything fake name, fake title, everything. So I didn't even know I was auditioning for Blizzard or Overwatch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then the role's description just say, we are looking for Ken Watanabe in Last Samurai, but a younger version. So then I said, okay, I can do that.
Sure.
Then I booked the job and hey, this is for Blizzard. And then I said, I didn't audition for that. Then I found out, oh, this is Blizzard and this is Overwatch, but I don't play video games, so I didn't know how big this is. Then now, like, wow.
Yep, when you found out,
Exactly.
you were going,
Yeah,
wait a
exactly,
second, what?
yeah. And then I thought it's a samurai, but turned out to be cyborg ninja.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's cooler, actually.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, what voice acting tip would you like to share with the audience?
I'll say just, accept who you are and then see your strength. What's your strength at? And then don't discard yourself, because I have an accent, but I got the Genji because of the accent.
Exactly.
So, everyone have an accent or a different voice, use it. Yeah.
Sometimes people really need to have an accent or a proper accent in order to get certain jobs.
So use it. So I don't have many auditions because of my accent, but once I have audition, I usually book it because I'm specific. So be specific. Yeah.
That is actually very, very cool. You usually normally don't hear that.
Yeah.
When you applied to your agency, what kind of voice demo reel did you do for them?
Actually, I recorded at acting school. My demo was all Japanese because I thought if I do English, then probably same as other people.
Yeah.
So all I wanted is to get an interview. If I get an interview, I can get in.
Yep.
So I wanted to get attention from them. So I sent only Japanese demo. They call me. Then because they're curious how much I can speak English, right? Then I went to the interview and so you speak English, good enough. I want to take you. So just do different. Then get attention.
Yeah.
My favorite line from Genji is my Halloween costume, cyborg ninja.
So how do you find doing live action acting different from doing voice acting?
That's a good question. Because some people say, oh, it's, like you're gonna change acting with the voice acting and then, acting on camera and on stage. I adjust, but I don't think that way. So acting is acting. But more like when you do voice acting, it's more free to move around and stuff like that. That's the difference. But it's kind of put into the your emotion or character into your into your line. It's pretty much the same for me. But it's a little bit different as the physically because you can move around. And you have to move certain way on the camera, and you have to fight because I do the action too. So that's the difference. But take it as part of acting. So pretty much for me it's pretty much the same.
So you find that when you're behind the microphone, when you're able to do the movements and the facial expressions of your character,
I do all the time.
It helps a lot with your performance.
I do all the time. So yeah. Sometimes the people, the director say, "Hey, can you not move much?" Because then the camera, you have to close to the microphone. But I'm always moving. And then, yeah.
Wait, he's got a question.
Oh yeah.
You walked
go
all the way
ahead.
from the back.
Thank you. So I actually have this question specifically for Mr. Space, but if anyone else has input, please provide so. What, in your opinion, is the biggest difference between Japanese and English that you think all the audience should be aware of?
For me, it's kind of same. So it's I try to keep the the characters like even Japanese or English. That's I'm trying to like do because the English and Japanese like grammar is totally opposite. So that's kind of hard to put in the emotion or those kind of characters to keep it. So, but I try to do like the same emotion, the same the intention. Because of the difference of the grammar, it's kind of hard, but I'm trying to do it. Then I think I'm doing it. So.
Of what you know of Japan's acting industry, how is it different from Americans?
Totally different. Japan is they have a couple big agencies. They get the job and they give it to their client. So there's no audition.
Oh, okay.
So if you get into the big the agency, and then automatically you get the job. It's kind of it's not like there's no dream or it's not up to you. It's then sometimes, not sometimes. Most likely the actors in Japan, they get salary.
Oh, okay.
So they secure a living, but the agency make more money that way.
Yeah,
So I don't like it because I want to choose the job because they can choose jobs. Whatever they give you, they have to take it because the salary.
Yeah.
But I want to do jobs and I want to, try to go higher. But in Japan, it's kind of limitation. So that's why I decided to come here. Yeah.
What is unique about voice acting in video games specifically?
Screaming a lot.
Yeah.
And
That makes sense.
You have to die. Yeah.
Multiple death screams.
Yeah, exactly.
All after one another.
Yeah, exactly. And then I don't get to see whole script. So sometimes they ask you like 10 different versions that they choose. So I don't know what's going on because last time I took did a recording for Genji and I didn't even know what the line for. Then Sentai Genji came out. Oh, this is the line for. So that's then I'll know. So that's the difference because I don't know the whole like arc of the story. But the every time on the recording session, there's a director and a writer with us, so he can explain what the meaning behind the line. So then I'll know. Then I already recorded enough of Genji, so I'll know his character anyway. So the beginning was tough.
Yeah. I would imagine that for the cinematic, it might have been a little bit easier because that was a definite story going on.
Yeah. I could see the whole thing. It's a rough cut, but I could see the whole thing. But I never met Paul, the Hanzo.
Oh,
so we recorded separately. But luckily, when I recorded already narration, and then Paul already recorded, so I could hear everything. So that was my advantage. But for them, it's kind of tough. Yeah.
I know that sometimes they have both voice actors come into the same room to do it, and sometimes they just have one do it and then another do it. So it was easier for you because he was the one that had to do it alone.
Exactly. So then he's more experienced, so probably that makes sense for for Blizzard to do Paul first. Yeah.
Thank you so much for doing this with us. This is really awesome.
Thank you.
Do me a favor and redo your closing because I keep getting handshake notice.
Oh, okay, sure.
Higher? Higher? You know this?
Higher.
Okay, why not?
Thank you so much for doing this with us today. It was a pleasure talking with you.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
For more information on Behind the Beta and other current projects I'm working on, go to inkrosinc.com. Our next episode will feature Zach Forscher, an animation and visual effects artist with Orb Interactive. You can help support Behind the Beta on Patreon, link in the description.